Hello, so in this lecture I'll be showing you how to calculate your lot size for Forex pairs like Euro USD, Euros CHF, odd JPY, odd USD, and so on, strictly currency pairs. So now there are different calculations for synthetics, Forex pairs, crypto. But in this, we'll be dealing with Forex pair alone. So in the next video, I'll be talking about others. So let's get started with this. So what is the formula in calculating your lot size in Forex pairs? So as you can see, this is the formula, which is the cash risk, which is in the account currency, all over the stop loss you intend to use for your trade, and the pip value. So now the calculation depends on three things, right? The cash risk, the stop loss, and the pip value. So now you can either decide that, okay, out of my account balance or equity, this is the amount I want to risk. In that case, your cash risk will be whatever value you wish to risk in your account currency. Also, you can say you want to risk this in form of a percentage. So that means maybe 1% of your account balance, so that you can determine the cash risk using that statement. So how do you determine your cash risk? So here, your cash risk will be your risk, let's say 1%, multiplied by your account equity or balance. So it depends on if you have a floating profit. So ideally, you should use your account balance, because your account equity might vary, especially if you have an open trade from other positions. So you should use your account equity. Then, so you divide it by 100, and a case study is you using 1% risk. Then you multiply by 6,900. Let's assume your account balance is 6,900, right? Then you divide by 100. So in that case, that means if you risk $69 from your account balance, which is 6,900, that means 69 is 1% of 6,900, right? So going back to our formula, we've gotten our cash risk. So what is our stop loss? So let's say our stop loss is 17 pips away from our entry, right? So that's that. No calculation needed for that, right? So now, how do we get our pip value? So now, how do we get the pip value? It's as simple as taking 1 pips for that Forex pair, multiply by the standard lot size, then divide by the exchange rate for that Forex pair. So it is as simple as taking 1 pips. Let's say our case study, Euro USD. 1 pip in Euro USD is 0.0001, right? So let's say the next case study is USD JPY. 1 pip in USD JPY is 0.01, right? So it is as simple as that. Now, for this current calculation, 1 pip of Euro CHF is 0.0001, right? Now, what is the standard lot size for my account or for my trading account? My standard lot size is 100,000 units, right? So that is why I have 100,000 units. Now, what is my current exchange rate for the pair I intend to do the calculation for, or the pair I intend to trade? Currently, the market is closed, but as you can see, my current rate, basically the bid price, because we have two prices, the bid price and the ask price. So what we are interested in is the bid price. So if you are to get the bid price, this is the bid price. Yes, the market is closed, it's weekend here. This is the bid price. So that is why we have 0.77553 as the exchange rate, which is the bid price for that pair. So when you do the calculation, what you are going to get is $12.89. So that is how we calculate our pip value. Pip value. So we are trying to get how much 1 pip worth in our trading account, either in Euro or USD. So that is why we have this calculation. So, and to do that, we get 1 pip of that account. Now, our case study, which is USD CHF, 0.0001, right? Now, what is our standard lot size? So our standard lot size is 100,000 units, right? Then divided by the current exchange rate, precisely the bid price. So in the case where you are a programmer who is trying to make a calculator, this is how it works. Now that we've gotten the p value, then we can insert our values. So now to get our lot size, all we need to do is, now we intend to risk $69, right? Divided by 17 pips, right? Multiply by 12.89, which is our p value, and that is going to give us 0.31 lot size. If we are to risk 0.31 lots on an account that have 6,900 on a trade with 17 pips stop loss, by the time the trade hits our stop loss, we won't be losing more than $69, which is 1% of our balance. And that's interesting, right? So it is far better than using a random lot size that comes to your mind. So please try to adopt this methodology. We are in the era of technology, and we surely need to execute our trade with speed, right? So all this tedious calculation might not be something for you, but it is good for you to be aware of, right? So now you can easily go ahead to MKL5 market to download. Just search this. You'll be able to download this for free, and you will see you have this panel that will help you. All it takes in is the risk percentage. So it takes in the risk. If you are interested in calculating true percentage, then the stop loss, and it will automatically calculate your lot size for you once you hit the calculate button, so you don't need to calculate for the pip value. So, and you can also give the risk in amount just by switching that. Okay, I want to calculate this in amount. All you need to do is specify the amount, for example 69, then specify the stop loss, then hit on calculate, and you'll be able to calculate that. Another option is for you to come to MyFxBook Calculator and do this. For example, if we have USD CHF, right, like I said, our account currency is in USD, right? Now the account size is this, and we want to risk 1%, and we want to put in 17 pip stop loss. So we don't need to adjust this, right? So now, so it is telling me that this is the bid price for USD CHF, right? So now all I need to do is, I don't need to worry about this as well. It is getting this for me automatically, and it is also getting the pip value for me automatically. So it is using this to do the calculation for the pip value underground. So all I need to do is hit on calculate, and the values and my results will appear here. So once I click on calculate, you can see we are getting the same value as our calculation. So you can see now, you know how MyFxBook engine for calculation of lot size work. So what is the end of having this knowledge when you can easily go to MyFxBook or go for the product I just showed you? So in the case where you want to develop your own algo trading that requires this kind of calculation, so you won't be able to access MyFxBook Calculator in that manner, and you'll be able to use the product I showed you. All you need to do is make sure you do the calculation yourself, and if you do not know how to do the calculation by hand, of course you'll be able to do it programmatically. So which is why I'm presenting you this. Now secondly, as a professional trader, of course you should be able to calculate lot size by hand. So not just depending on tools that, you know, maybe your network is failing you, or MyFxBook is down, or for some reason you are not able to calculate. So for some reason you don't have access to calculate, you should be able to do this by hand. So I hope you've learned something. I'll see you on the next one.